screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed.
Let's see, rebuke. I'm trying to remember all my abilities here. I have so many, as you do on this server. Detect evil. Leave, divine. Condemn. Divine stand. Can stand against evil.
were screwed.
Mm-hmm. 'See if I can make any armor on my curious if I have enough materials to make any kind of higher level armor. Level 13. Okay, level 18. Definitely make that. Stamina block rating, huh? Not the best stats, of course. But what can you do?
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away.
So restart in 14 minutes.
Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same. Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me. So why do I still want you here?
Cultist.
Here we go again.
These changes that should be getting updated.
Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's
Tithe. Pay a tithe of some silver to learn a special new ability to empower your entire party. What? Weird. Damn rank 3. Gift of fervor. Place a gift on a friendly target, increasing total stats. Oh, we definitely want that. Gift of fervor. Spiritual ascension column. Okay, no, we don't care. Lights up, make a blue light, restoring energy over 10 seconds. Yeah, oh yeah, we gotta do that. Righteous upheaval. Lights hope. Let's see. Gift of zeal. Gift of zeal. It's an O, isn't it? Yeah. Fervor. And pay a tithe of 1 silver to learn a special new ability. What is this? You cannot pay tithe at this location. Weird. Not sure what that means. And Lights Hope. Make a bleed light, restoring energy over 10 seconds. 1 minute cooldown. I want to try something. I want to see how much my energy depletes itself normally. Alright. I think Lights Hope. I think we should just macro this into something. I'm going to try to macro this into something. I don't know if it's going to work. It's instant, doesn't take any energy. Light, so we're going to try to macro this into Condemn. Lights. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's find out. We're going to try to use Condemn, and yeah, it totally works. Alright, we got 2 minutes until server restart. So I guess we'll just vendor some gear.
What can I do for you?
20 seconds until server restart. Waiting for the server to restart. So I did, sadly or not sadly today, I did buy another guitar, which my wife's probably not going to be too happy about, but I'm actually going to be putting a bunch of my guitars up for sale, because, you know, I've spent years and years and years playing guitar, and years and years and years trying to figure out what are my favorite types of guitars and what guitars work best for me, and I've really come to the realization that the Fender Telecaster and the Fender Stratocaster are my two favorite guitars. They just are. I've played a lot of guitars, and I don't know what it is, but those two just, you know, Leo Fender did it right. Those are the ones that are the most comfortable for me to play and the ones that I enjoy the sounds of the most. Alright, anyways. We're going to be weak at these battlegrounds, but let's try it anyway. I mean, yeah, we're going to be super weak because we're level 20 in a 20 to 29 battle group, so this ought to be interesting. Got 743 armor. This guy's got 1128. This guy's got 14. Holy shit, this guy's 1400 armor. This guy's got twinking some gear, man. Of course, with that buff, that increases my stats.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I tried to hide led me here, nowhere to run tonight.
Bloodmore.
There's a spark,
Not the best stat-wise.
rising slow.
You should be stealth, right? Yeah, you stealth.
I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking
What's that?
past the nights that tried to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake.
You were screwed.
Your words echo when the
Yeah. Somehow I managed to stay alive. Imagine that. Imagine that.
is violent. Corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can't control. It's alive, running through my soul.
Jeez. There are a lot of enemies coming. Not good. Level 27 Templar. I guess at 50 seconds. This is not going to be good.
You were screwed.
Yeah, not much. It's going to be rough at level 20. This guy's insanely strong. Yeah, I was gonna say we need to stay close to this guy. This Felsworn is pretty much unstoppable. He's my new wingman, or I'm his wingman basically. I'm not leaving my wingman. Oh, you ran away from me. No, say it isn't so. I didn't get to my finisher.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Yeah, level 20. That always sucks when you're at the very first level of the new battle group. Never a good feeling.
You were screwed.
Biff.
You were screwed.
Oh, enchant weapons a little. I wouldn't think it's that strong. I mean, my weapons are enchanted. They're just transmog, so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're not going to be super strong at low level. Like, you know, like +2, +3, you know, weapon damage or something. I don't know if you can do like fiery weapon or something. I mean, over super low level it might be decent, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much at low levels. You know, once you know, at higher levels it's going to be good. Depends on what enchant you're talking about, though. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt though. You know, it's not gonna be a bad thing.
You were screwed.
Oh no, I was gonna kill him. He was so dead. So yeah, you can see we're not doing a lot of damage, but I'm only level 20. Yeah, I need to level up some more. Probably need to level up about 4 levels before we really do these battlegrounds of this battle group. Because we're just a little too weak. Well, a lot too weak. To be honest. We did win that battleground though. Let's see. It's a good place to just grind some mobs for levels right now. I would think Dark Short wouldn't be too bad. Hammerfall, no. Yeah, the Harbor is actually pretty good. We can do the Murlocs. I suppose we can do the games. So next level we can get, I guess we're gonna have to get Solemn Soldier, which is a little disappointing, but it's not the best skill. We need to put 3 more points before we can get, so this one reduces energy cost of Vindication. I don't even know what Vindication is. Oh, it's this ability, which I do use this one. Because it does deal offhand damage. Let me, like, here's Vindication. is my weak aura not working? Unit target debuff. Okay, why is it not working? That's a target, isn't it? It seems to only be working against players for some reason. And I don't know why. Let me check. Unless I level, you know, it's possible I leveled it. Sometimes when I level up the skill, the debuff ID, spell ID changes. That could be what might have broken it. Oh yeah, I'm totally, yeah. This is the first time I've ever played Templar, so I'm completely new to Templar. I just started Templar for the first time just a few days ago, like two days ago. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure the class out. But I think the spell IDs changed. So let me. Okay, so we got spell ID 806-865. 806-865. Damn, that was a nice crit. 806-865. Yeah, see it changed from 864 to 865. And I'm going to say the flame debuff. I like to track my debuffs because when I have 3, that's when we want to consume them. I mean, can we stack higher than? I don't know if can we stack higher than 3? I believe we can. Let me take a look here. One stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks. Okay, no, 3 stacks is the highest. Alright, let's try this.
You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed.
There we go. Oh. Alright, so unfortunately we have to take this ability. Solemn Soldier. Don't really have a choice. Kind of a bummer, to be honest. Not my favorite talent. I mean, expertise is okay, but it's not amazing.
You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed. You were screwed.
Apparently I'm screwed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this class out. I still feel very screwed here. When I'm level 21 and level 20 mobs are doing that much damage to me, that seems not good. You know what I mean? That's not good. So we're not tanky by any stretch of the imagination.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Why is my... Is it just an energy thing here? Yeah, it was just, I think it was just an energy thing. Not enough energy for the finisher. How much energy does it take? It takes 35 energy. I wonder... I don't know. Not sure. We only have one of these. Yeah, we can only have one or the other. You can have agility by 8 or increase stats by 10. I think stats by 10 has to be maybe better at this level. I know agility's kind of the primary stat for this class, which is kind of interesting. Rotations seems sketch. Seems sketch. So you were saying I get the ability called Golganeth, which is an overpowered burst. Golganeth. Okay, the Force of Golganeth. We don't get that till for quite a while. Explode with holy power, dealing holy damage every 0.5 seconds to nearby enemies. If I swap to the Templar Guardian spell, has its energy cost reduced. Yeah, sounds nice. What's the cooldown on that one? It's only a 2-minute cooldown too, which is good. Right now, the problem with the Templar, at least at this level, is it's just sustain. You know, very squishy.
Greetings. Light bless you. Be careful.
Damn, we're giving some nice weapons.
Open for business. Farewell.
No movement speeding, very fair. Too many. Too many. Too many. I'm pretty much screwed.
You were screwed.
Yeah, like I said, I'm screwed. Witch Hunter, Knight of Zoroth. It's interesting how at the lower levels the Knight of Zoroths are much stronger.
You were screwed.
I need a Hand of Freedom. One thing that this class really is missing right now is like Hand of Freedom. Like I get rooted and I have no way to cleanse it. So that's a really big downfall currently. Because I'm just constantly slowed. I don't know who scored the last flag.
You were screwed.
Yeah, not much I can do. Not much I can do. I was just threw myself into a bad situation because I'm an idiot. Just wanted to kill that necromancer.
You were screwed.
Ah, come on, no. Ah, my big kill was on cooldown. Big kill was on cooldown. You know what, let's move this one ability because it's so pivotal to my kit. Let's move it. Or we could change, you know what, we could leave it the way it is. But we need to change. No, it is cast a cursor. I'm still gonna move it. I'm still gonna throw the C key, I think it's better.
You were screwed.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. It sucks being at the bottom end of a battleground group. It really sucks.
You were screwed.
Fucking slow. Constantly slowed. This game has way too many CCs, way too many roots. It's like fucking retail WoW that way. It really is, and it's not a good thing. Like retail WoW PvP is annoying at best. I don't know who designed the combat, the abilities on Ascension, but they must love retail WoW or something, because Bronzebeard, fucking almost all the versions of Ascension are, you know, the combat moves more towards the retail feel. They need to find a middle ground. You want to like increase the combat speed and make it a little bit more dynamic, and you know, and add maybe some more abilities, but you don't need to add too many abilities. And they've added, in my opinion, too many abilities here. And they definitely have added too many stuns and too many roots. It's just stupid. Because the thing is, you're spending too much time of the game not playing your character. You're out of control of your character. So you're just sitting at your keyboard doing absolutely nothing. And it's not just me. It's everybody. I mean, everybody's, you know, dealing with, you know, the same problem. So just take that away. You know, make the game more based on skill or outplay potential. Not just, you know, okay, I'm going to stun this guy and kill him. Or I'm going to stun him, and he's going to trinket, and he's going to stun me, and then he's going to root me, and he's going to kite me, and it just, you know, it just becomes this kind of trading of CCs, and it's not my personal preference for combat style. Maybe we can do a dungeon. Let's see. Find a group. Why is it not finding a group? You cannot queue Linkvergo in high risk mode. Oh, really? Okie dokie.
How are ya? Off with you.
Night so quiet it hums. A melody under my thumb. City lights blink like tired eyes. Whisper
Blade of the New Moon. The hell?
streets. They carry me. Soft shadows.
Okay, okay. Wasn't trying to transmog that one.
Concrete dreams beneath my feet. Every step a syncopated beat. A broken neon sign still glows. The rhythm of the city flows.
Well, apparently the Battleground dungeon queue is not popping fast enough. What a surprise.
King's honor, friend.
Well, shit. I suppose we can go to the auction house and buy some upgraded gear, maybe. World 4 gear is going to be better, though.
Have a good one.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to rage. I can't get to my soul.
Welcome to the second high-risk PvP tournament for Conquest.
These guys got too much time on their hands. Of course, Tinker, Necromancer, Fellsworn, what a surprise, Barbarian, Reaper, Witch Doctor, I think. I believe this is Templar. When he's in the B tier, he's got uninteresting, A tier playable. Some flaws, very flawed. I like how he has B tier is uninteresting. So you're saying that the B tier for PvP, this is 1v1, is uninteresting, and yet you have most classes in the game in the B tier. So it's kind of interesting. Come on. Fuck. We might actually get some upgrades in here. I'm gonna turn the sound down. I really don't want to hear all those awful sounds because they aren't really that good. It sounds like freaking background noise. I'm only here for the XP, obviously. Just here for the XP.
You were screwed.
Of course, typical tank pulls too many. No surprise there, right? No surprise there. Typical douchebag tank pulls too many fucking mobs. Fucking tanks are morons.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart.
Well, let's see. Increase the duration of your oath, which is nice, but we're going to go for the increased movement speed and reduce the duration of movement speed, movement impairment effects, because that's constantly kicking us in the ass. Testament of Faith, yes. Blade of Faith, yes. Temple Guardian recharges. Charge towards an ally, healing you and them. Interesting. Blade of Faith. Yeah, Temple Guardian. Okay. Interesting ability. That ability is going to be really, really useful, actually. That ability is going to be cool. Alright, well, we're level 22. Let's take a look at my my heirlooms. They upgraded a little bit. So we should grab some rings. And better necklace if we can. Also a better trinket would be nice, but Templar's weird. It's a weird class. It's like, it's just weird. I don't know how else to say. It's like you're like a rogue mixed with a paladin. You're like a rogue paladin or something. It's kind of bizarre. I mean, except you don't have any stealth, obviously, but you're like a rogue paladin affliction warlock. Ooh, Jilled Cruiser, that's actually nice. But, of course, there's no buyout now. Usable items. I love how usable items still comes up with items that are not usable items. Very nice. Volcanic ring, intellect, yeah. Not exactly what we want. I mean, these rings are kind of all garbage. And they're all pretty shitty. And this one's really nice, but it's 10 gold, level 50. The ring of defense, yeah, kind of pretty much garbage. Yeah, all these are black pearl ring, spirit 1 stamina, garbage. Yeah, this shit's just trash. Yeah, gloves, armor, mail, gloves, hands. Okay. Wow, look how much money they're charging for the ruined. And I'm actually wearing ruined, I just didn't upgrade it all the way. Yeah, this is all pretty much garbage. It's weird. Like, I was playing the Gladiator for a long time, and I have my Gladiator level 60, and I did a lot of PvP at level 60 on the Gladiator. The Gladiator is pretty cool, but I see the Templar as being a lot more fun probably than the Gladiator because you have a lot more options, you have a lot more abilities, a lot more. Like the Gladiator has like holes in the rotation where you're just standing there, and you really can't do anything because you're waiting for stuff to come off cooldown, which feels really bad. I don't see the Templars ever having that kind of situation. You always have buttons to press for sure. I mean, energy is going to be probably the issue here. I don't think we need to track our health anymore, so let's... Templar. One of these has like a border or something, right? Something. Yeah, something slightly different. Even though the width of these are the same, 200, 200. One of them has a border. One and one. Oh, border looks the same. Huh. Not sure why that's like that. It's not. Let's get rid of that. Temple Guardian. Wow, we got 3 charges on this ability? What? 3 charges? 35 seconds, but it's got a recharge of 35 seconds. Charge towards an ally, healing you and them. This is kind of a weird ability. Interesting. Boom! 247 damage. I see you later. Big damage. Big damage. Not exactly big damage, but big damage for me at level 22. Can I charge again? Yes, I love this charge. Can I charge again? Oh, another killing blow. Yeah, we'll have to create... We might want to create the charge as a mouse over macro. I don't know. If I did do mouse over macro, I'd have to change the keybind to something else. Right now, we have... Yeah, I can see me changing it to something else. But... What is this one? Raise an ally from the dead. Let's go here. Wrong button there. I don't have any ranged abilities, do I? No. Killing blow, my friends. Killing blow. Leave. Heal. I'll definitely have to make that a master over. Another heal. Finisher. Dot. Dot. Another dot. Damage. Killing blow. Charge. Heal. Dot. Dot. Killing blow. Killing blow. Killing blow. Alright. Do another charge. Can we do another charge? Why not? No. Heal? Yeah. Healing done. Let's look at healing done. Number one on killing blows, though. Number one on killing blows at level 20. Did you see that? I'm number one on killing blows, but on damage I'm way down. But hey, I'm only level tier 22, so I'm doing pretty well. Definitely gonna have to probably do a mouse over charge and macro, which that's definitely gonna have to be done. I just don't know what keyline we're gonna use for that. It's gonna be interesting. No. Do I have my... Okay, now I do. That sucked. Killing blow. Okay, heal. Charge. No, charge. No heal. No charges left. No cooldown. Healing. 90, 74. Okay. Yeah, we gotta come up with a mouse over macro for my charge, my friendly charge to charge my friendly players. Otherwise, I'm just clicking people or trying to click the window over here, which is kind of clunky at best. I really like this charge ability. This is like a super strong ability that's gonna really give us a lot more mobility, which I really like. So that's an ability I was very happy to see. Here we can charge. Stun this guy. We want to cleave. That. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to finish. Debuff. Ah, crap. Group heal, maybe. Who's lowest on health? Anybody? This guy is charge. Cleave. Finisher. Oh. Okay, no finisher. Charge. Okay, do we still have stacks? No, we don't. Cleave. cleave again, charge. Go for the finisher, go for the finisher. Killing blow, killing blow, killing blow. It's not up, I guess. Charge, 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 charge this guy. Where's he at? Oh well, cleave, 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 cleave. Dot, dot. Trinket, dot. Spread diseases. Rot, 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 rot. Dot, 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 dot. We're gonna do group heal, group heal, group heal. Okay. And then anybody else need to be charged? No. Okay, dot. Boom. Stun. Big stun. Dot. Damage, 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 damage. Okay. Okay. Ring. The ring of laws coming. Incoming ring. Ring. There it is, the stun. Boom. Boom. Charge. Killing blow, where'd he go? Here. Nope, 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 nope. Dot, dot, dot. Rot, rot, rot. And then killing blow, he's dead. Gonna go for cleaves here, cleave. We might go for AoE healing here. Let's pop an AoE heal. Rot, 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 rot. Charge somebody who needs healing. Anybody? No? Nobody needs healing. Let's go ahead and kill the pet just for fun. For shits and giggles. No stun, no stun. No, no stuns up. Cleave. Dot. Dot. Finishing blow. Group heal, group heal. Group heal. Charge anybody, charge anybody. Nope, nope. Wait for this guy. No, he's nowhere nearby. Yeah, we got nothing. No stun. Cleave. Dot. 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 Finisher. Big damage, big damage. Dot, dot, dot. And, okay, one more, and he's dead. Charge this guy, where's he at? Heal him. Heal. Leave. Dot. Dot. Gonna rot. Rot. Dot. Okay, big damage, big damage, big damage. No, we don't have finisher. No, finishes up, finishes up. There it is. Leave. Yeah, the finisher, it's just, I don't know if it's just it's just an energy thing, I think. Where I don't always have it. Yeah, you can just see our energy is just too low. Let's do the finisher there. I'm gonna charge this guy. Then we're gonna pop a heal. Not enough to keep him alive though, which kind of sucked. Okay, rot, 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 cleave, cleave. I keep losing target here. Dot, dot. Cleave, cleave, cleave. Spread the poisons. Ring of Law. Oh, cleave, cleave. Dot, dot. Spread. Nah, I didn't get him killed.
You were screwed.
See that?
You were screwed.
Yeah, we did 10,000 damage, and we did 28,000 healing. At level 22, it's not too bad. Just trying to support our team mostly. Score's dead even. Look at that, 948 to 948. Okay, Cleave. We're gonna go for big finisher, big finisher. Okay, boom. Boom. Okay, finisher, finisher, finisher. Big damage, big damage. Okay, dot, dot, cleave. We're just gonna try to AoE heal maybe. Charge. Dot, dot. Stun, stun, stun. Big stun. Trinket that shit. Trinket that shit. Come on. No trinket. Damn. Stunned again. Cleave. Come on. Cleave, cleave, cleave. Ah.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I am screwed. Their whole team's there, man. Like, their whole freaking team is there. And we're losing. But we have... We're about to have maybe 4 nodes, though. You to charge this guy. We gotta charge Grim to give him a heal. And then we're gonna go for AoE heal maybe. Let's see. Where's he at? What do you say? Watch. Heal. Heal him again. We're doing multiple heals. Oh man. Cleave, 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 cleave. Cleave, come on, cleave, cleave, cleave. AoE healing, AoE healing. Let's charge somebody. God, so much fucking stuns and roots and God knows what else.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here, man. I'm taking too much damage. We're back, pulling back. Pulling back. Discretion is the better part of valor. Okay. Not sure I want to... Let's engage this side. Okay, group healing.
You were screwed.
Oh, apparently my team kind of disappeared. Oh boy. We need to do more. We need to be doing more healing. Well, we are winning though. Yeah. We won. Game over. Hopefully this will get me to the next level. What we got going on over here? Incoming charge. Charge, charge, charge. Charge, 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 charge. Yes. Boom. There you go, buddy. How you like me now? And then he fucking teabagged him. he teabagged that guy after I killed him. That was awesome. Alright, so maybe we get something good here. We've got increase the duration of Oath Chain. You know, that's kind of like meh. Reduce the energy cost of Vindication. Again, kind of meh. Increase your agility by 10%. Your chance to hit. That's pretty strong. I mean, the agility increase is good. I don't think we have a lot of agility currently because we're still, I mean, we only got 66. So, but I mean, that's going to give us a little bit more agility. So, oh, in the grand scheme of things, that we'll definitely be putting a talent point here. Radiance, reducing your cost of Vindication. Vindication is currently 35. So, I mean, that's nice. We do struggle with energy. We do struggle. So we're going to have to put 2 more points before we get to this tree, this tier. So I'm thinking we probably are going to go Martial Paladin. And I would think Radiance. I don't know. I mean, increase the duration of Oath Chain. I mean, that seems good too. That seems good. And we also have this one, increase your melee haste and your expertise. I mean, they all seem good. Let me see if we can find a build. Okay. We're looking for Templar. I don't know if there's a PvP build. There's a PvE. Let's go. Yeah. Wow, there's really no Templar builds. That's kind of interesting. We've got one build. That's it. Templar and as a Crusader. It's not even my specialization. So we're just gonna have to wing it. We're gonna have to wing it. Let's look at agility. I'm curious, like, because agility is our primary stat. I want to see what kind of synergy we have on agility. So here, Martial Paladin increases our agility. Here, granting your spell power equal 30. Grant your spell power equal to 30% of your agility and attack power equal to 30% of your intellect. So it's this ability you have to use though, which I'm not a fan of. An benediction grants your target armor based on your agility and stamina. So what is benediction? That's this one, right? So that's interesting. So now when we self-heal ourselves, it's going to actually grant me armor based on your agility and stamina. So that's going to give us a lot more survivability, which is very cool. What's the best talent point for right now? Let's go Martial Paladin, and then what we'll do is we'll use our, right now you can see our agility's 63, but then we'll use our agility buffs, so it goes up to 72. Okay. And then if we look at our defense, right? If we look at our defenses here, our dodge is 5.57 and our parry is 11, but watch when we switch to this one, and it only goes to 5.74, which is a little bit disappointing. What about our crit rating? Melee crit is, with our stats, it's 740. With our agility, it's 759. So, a little bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. But, oh well, it is what it is. Okay, nothing. Actually, I'm not really happy with that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one out of there. Put it into this one. And just out of curiosity, we'll also go ahead and grab the duration of Oath Chain. No, let's not do that. Use your melee haste. Sure, why not? Let's see. We're currently level 23. An interesting chess piece. Long way to go to level 24. We do at 28 pick up some PvP gear, which should help a little bit. So I think we open up with Vindication into Vindication, Lunge, and then Condemn. I think. We'll try that. I hit the wrong character. Oh well.
You were screwed.
Oh, big heal there. 400 damage. 400 healing? You gotta be kidding me.
You were screwed.
Shit, this kind of sucks. No charge? Shit. Leave, come on.
You were screwed.
Yeah. So we might want to save our... I saw some pretty good heals coming through there. I had one heal coming for 400, which is really surprised me that it was that strong. It does heal for 297, so that is pretty damn good. We may need to save Temple Guardian more for just getting away. I kind of hate to do that, but it may be our only option. Okay, well, this is not good. We're getting our ass handed to us. Now, let me try to help my team. Come on.
You were screwed.
Yes, the lovely fucking stealthers. Definitely not. I'm not gonna run. I'm not going to run a trinket. We got a 2-minute cooldown on our racial. So we're going to run double DPS trinkets. Because I don't even want to have to deal with trying to keep track of which trinkets off which cooldown. So we're going to run double DPS. So that's good. That'll kind of get rid of that worry of having to worry about that. Oh, so we got a 29 Reaper coming after me. Yeah, he's still coming. He's still coming. The 29
You were
Reaper.
screwed.
It's just like nothing we can do. 29 Reaper, man. Ah, this is a shitty team. We lost this game.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Nothing I can do. I wish I had better keybinds. I don't like using Shift D on a finisher keybind, and I don't like using Shift mouse wheel up on my Temple Guardian. I would much prefer to have that on the F key, but my F key is on my self heal, so we're kind of struggling with some of the keybinds here that are just they're not really optimal. Fortunately. Leave, dot, down.
You were screwed.
Oh, that's an interesting dodge. Throwing in as many heals as we can here. And of course the fear that lasts for 10 years. I mean, seriously, it's like entirely too long.
You were screwed.
Does the stun break on damage? Because it seems to break earlier. Leaving to an enemy, it says stun them for 6 seconds. But it says that 6 seconds, but these players are breaking out. They must be on DR. They must be on DR. Big heals. Can you target the person? Jesus. Really?
You were screwed. You were screwed.
No charges left? Charge, man. No.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. I think, yeah, we're really screwed here. Because I have 3 skills I want to use on either F or R, and I only have, I can only use F or R. I've got 3 skills, and these are skills that I would normally put on keybind F or keybind R. So, I'm shit out of luck on one skill, basically. I got one skill that I want to put on F, but it's already used by another skill that I want to put on F, or I could put on R, but that's already used by as well. But honestly, I'm not using the cleanse. I'm finding out that I'm not really using cleanse that often, which is this skill here, rebuke. It's just dispelling magic, poison, and all that. I know. Just healing. This guy's just standing here, apparently.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. I don't know. This needs to be on. You know what? We could put it on middle mouse click, and then make it a mouse. Now that still feels ugly. I mean, shift mouse wheel up is okay. It just needs to be a mouse over. So what is this? This is Temple Guardian. Do I have a macro? Oh, it says Raise Shield. I just didn't rename it. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do is we just want mouse over. Let's see. I don't know if this will work. Let me try this. I just used something I didn't want to use. This is gonna be weird. So really, let's see if this works. I should be able to just mouse over. Yeah, so that works. So now we can just mouse over like a friendly target. So that works. The hell was that? I stunned him, but I got feared at the exact same time, right on top of him. You see that? I like stunned with the exact same time he feared me. That was kind of weird.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Thank God that ended.
Don't let the dark pull us under.
I wonder if I can, if I'm going to charge my cast mouse over exists, help target. So it shouldn't charge anybody if I don't have a target, I believe. I don't know if I can charge myself. Charge towards an ally, healing you and them. It's an interesting ability. Let's try. I want to try something. I mean, this is just stupid, but can we charge ourselves? That's the question. So I'm going to put this on like 3 key here. What if I target myself? No, see, it doesn't work. It's red. So we can't charge me. Okay, that's good to know. So my macro should be good then. I mean, it doesn't make sense I'd ever charge myself, but you always got to check. You never know what these crazy developers are going to do. Okay, so we want to... So the rotation, I believe, should really open up with Vindication. I would think we'd open up with Vindication, then we'd follow up with Righteous Lunge. Or we could do Vindication, Condemn, Condemn, Righteous... It probably doesn't really matter which we do, Condemn or Righteous Lunge. Condemn is going to get our crit up, so we can probably do that first. So Vindication, Condemn, Condemn, Righteous Lunge, and then either Finisher... Or do we want to, in a big team fights, we probably want to cleave as much as possible. It's too bad cleave only works on 2 targets instead of like 3 would be really good.
You were screwed.
Couldn't even get mighty, didn't have enough energy. Didn't have enough energy for a big kill. That sucks. Just feels like at this level, this character's pretty dog shit. You just have no survivability. Well, not much of survivability. We could focus on just healing, which at this level, which would be interesting. Like fighting on the outskirts and just getting oaths up that we can dump into heals. So basically what we do is we're going to charge, friendly if we can here. We're going to cleave if we can. We can't because we're fucking slow. With surprise. Trinket, charge, cleave, dot, 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 dot. Heal. Just do a couple charges, try to heal people. Cleave, dot, dot. Heal.
You were screwed.
Stun. Heal. Dead. Shit. We just can't get stuff out fast enough. You can see healing done. We're actually number 3 on healing, which is interesting. We just can't get stuff out quick enough. Plus, you have to be in range. Like, most of the things that we have to do requires me to hit somebody. So, if I'm not in range of people, this is the problem with most of the classes I've seen. And I think this is something that's a big flaw design of the people that develop these 21 classes, is that most melee classes, if they can't be up hitting somebody, they really are weak. They're really weak. They don't have any. They don't always have like the best closers. I don't know. I do like that charge. It's such a sweet skill. Such a cool ability. But yeah, you have class mechanics for a lot of classes, a lot of melee classes, that are predicated on the fact that you're actually hitting something. And, to generate charges, to generate whatever. And if you're getting kited, your class just turns into like complete dog shit. I mean, you can't do anything. You just are walking in a straight line, just getting annihilated. So it's pretty bad. We ain't doing shit for damage. We're way down here. So it's more fun to look at my heals. So you can't really do much. We're kind of trying to support, really, but I'm not sure how well it's working. See, we're trying to cleanse the poisons. Okay. So I think we'll keep the cleanse there because it is useful, right? We're just gonna have to make do with what I have for the keybinds right now. We could, you know what we could do? We could flip-flop Chastise and Temple Guardian. Because Chastise, honestly, I don't use. Let's just do that. No, let's not. I don't want to screw up. Let's not screw with it right now. I'm just like healing the shit out of this one target, which is kind of cool. I have no closing abilities. No closing. Yeah, I really wish the charge could be used against enemies as well as allies. That would be a big improvement. In fact, if I was designing the classes for the Guardian, or sorry, the Templar, I would probably make this ability, the Temple Guardian, I would probably make it that, I would call it like Temple, I don't know. I would make it so that you could use it versus allies and enemies. Against enemies, it would be like a warrior charge, stun them for like 1 second, you know, interrupt spellcasting, and against allies, it would, you know, heal them. So it would give you that kind of, you know, gap closer against enemies. It would give you more mobility to charge enemies. Then you'd still be able to heal your allies by charging your allies. It'd be kind of a nice dual use ability, excuse me. I think we don't have stealth. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're stuck with what we have. Look at the healing now. Starting to put out some pretty good healing numbers, actually. Pretty excited about that. I screwed that up, didn't I?
You were screwed.
Yeah, I don't have any big heal, do I? No, I don't. Nope. Too many cooldowns. Run cooldown. Yeah, you see damage down here, but healing. 7,500. Number one damage dealer in here is a Rune Master. Fellsworn, Azeroth, actually a Starcaller. Here's a Templar, Undead Templar doing some good damage. I'm sure once we're, level like 26 or 27 in this particular battle round group, we'll be pushing a lot more damage. Bada bing, bada boom. I still fuck up my rotation constantly. Normally on my rotation, what I like to do is I like to do Vindication into Condemn ×2 into Righteous Lunge. So Vindication, Condemn, Righteous Lunge, and then Righteous Upheaval. Actually, you know what? We probably should start writing this shit down. Vindication, Condemn, what is it called? And then we're gonna go Righteous Lunge. The Righteous Lunge, and then Righteous Upheaval. So this is like my main rotation that I like to do. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but that's currently what I'm doing. And I fuck that up all the time. I don't always get the right skills in the right order all the time because I'm too spazzy with my keybinds. To be more precise, more mechanical, more methodical, we have to be precise. Here, let's try it. We're going to go... Yeah, well, he just died, so couldn't really do anything. Actually, over here, we're going to go condemn, and then, well, we were going to do Finisher, but now we're just going to charge this dude. And then we're going to jump away, we're going to charge him again, and we're going to jump away, and we're going to charge him up one more time. We basically healed that guy to full, just doing our... But we blew all our charges. It's just so fun to do, though. It's so fun to go in there and be like, yeah, I'm just going to pop off a bunch of heals on my good old party member. Interesting. It's such an interesting class, though. Templar is very, very bizarre. And then we get that ability at, here, not Heaven's Finest. We get this one, the Force of Golganath. Explode with holy power, dealing 135 holy damage and triggering Zealotry every 0.5 seconds, or 5 seconds. So you're basically just going to be like running into big groups of people, pulsing damage as you go. And it's just going to be good. The more people around you, the more damage you're going to do. Finisher. Boom. Okay, we're just going to go dot, dot, dot. Finisher's got to cool down, so we're going with this one. That's fine. Let's try to heal some people here. Charge. There we go. Get a little heal in. Yeah, I think when my finisher's on cooldown, then we have to go with Chastised. And when I talk about finisher, I'm talking about my upheaval. This ability here. When righteous upheaval's on cooldown, we want to go with Chastise. Or of course we could go with Blade of Faith, but that's just like a debuff, you know, like a finisher. Kind of think of it as like a rupture on a rogue finisher that does damage over time. Kind of, and rupture is a good example of that, because rupture does it stays on the target for quite a while, and Blade of Faith also is you know, it stays up for a long time. You can see here the Blade of Faith, it's 30 seconds. It'll unleash an oath that does 816 holy damage over 30 seconds, so it's a very, very long debuff. Okay, so here we gotta go that, we put that, we go dot, finisher, boom. Put this down, trinket that. Now we're in trouble, big trouble.
You were screwed.
Big heal. Gonna use my teammate for mobility here. We're gonna play triangle. So what I mean by triangle is we're gonna here. And try to heal this guy as much as we can. I'll explain triangle in a minute here. So what I mean by triangle is we're gonna try to situate the enemy on one corner of the triangle. We're gonna try to situate me on the other corner, and then my ally. So the cool thing with this, charge ability I have against my own teammate is we can do this triangle type of thing where this will be me, this will be my ally, so this is an ally, and this will be the enemy, and I'll try to keep the distance the same. I'll try to keep these distances the same. So as I'm moving, like if this guy's moving this way and the enemy's chasing him, then I'm gonna move this way, right? So I want to keep the same distance between me and my friend and the same distance between me and the enemy. If the enemy's coming after me, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to move away from the enemy, but the enemy closes the gap on me. I want to move it in a way that I keep a good distance between my allies. So let's say the enemy closes on me like this, and let's say my friendly player is closing on the enemy like this, you know, like here. I'm going to try to circle this way as much as I can, because when the enemy is coming this way on me, then I'm going to charge my ally. So I'm trying to use my charge to kite the enemy while healing myself and my friend, right? So we can play this kind of triangle game, and I think it'll be really effective. So if you're in a situation where you know you're going up against like a class that's going to beat you 1v1, and you've got an ally nearby, try to set up that kind of formation where you can say, hey, I can use my ally, let the enemy get close to you, right? When the enemy's just within range of hitting you, then charge your ally to get to kite the enemy, and just kind of rinse and repeat, you know, and he'll get irritated because every time he tries to get close to you, you're just going to charge, hopefully charge away from him. And then you can also use your stun. You know, you also have a stun, and you also have your ring, your tranquil circle. So you have two different CCs to work into kind of the tactic there. But the tranquil ring is really good in team fights. I mean, it's good for, like, you know, you kind of want to save that for big team fights if you can. So such a weird helm. I'm gonna try to help my Rune Master buddy over here. If I can. He should. Oh no. See now, again, we can charge. See how we're doing the triangle? See what we're doing?
You were screwed.
Oh, no, 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 no. That was my bad. I actually hit my heal, and it either didn't have enough energy, or I just was a little bit too late hitting it, my heal. So that was my fault. That was my fault. Did you see he was laughing, the enemy? But that's that triangle formation I was just talking about. That can be very effective. I fucked that up because I went to hit my heal, and but it was either too much. I didn't have enough energy to cast it, or it just. I think I was just too late to hit it. I do think I had enough energy. I think I just fucked up my timing. So that was my bad. But that was funny. The guy just kept trying to get on me, and I'm like, boop, charge, boop, charge. And the cool thing is, I probably should have saved one of the charges for when he actually, because if I was full health, you don't want to really waste it, because the charge heals me too. So let him hit you a few times, and then charge, because then you get some of that healing. So pretty interesting. Let's put our buff up. Okay, let's cleave this guy. Dot. Dot. Okay. Let's try to help on my teammate as much as we can here. Cleave, cleave, cleave. Okay, dot. If I can get the finisher off. I just want to get the finisher off here. Let's just charge. Let's just stun this guy. Alright. I'm going to try to charge this guy because he's getting tagged with damage. Alright, so heal him. And we'll heal him again. Cleave. Dot. Boom. Finisher. And then we're just going to go rot. We're going to rot him. Right? He should die. I don't have anything to do here. Shit. I got no charge
You were
left.
screwed.
Yeah, I got no charge, do I? I have no charge. There we go. That's what I wanted.
You were screwed.
And we're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We ran out of tricks. I only have so many tricks up my sleeve. Shit. Ah. Spent too much time trying to charge. That was stupid.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I'm dead. Fuck me. I should have used the circle before. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I should have used the circle to stun the guy. I'm like, but again, I'm still trying to learn the class. I'm not very good at this class yet, so I'm like learning. Every time I do a battleground, I'm seeing mistakes I'm making, and we'll continue to improve. But right now, I'm pretty much dog shit. But we'll just keep trying to improve. Oh wait. Charge this guy. Charge him again. Give him some good healing love. Let's go grab the damage amplifier. Let's target this guy. We're going to try to charge him if we can get range on him. I don't know where he is. He's dead. Never mind. We don't have any. We got no stun. We got no ring. We're kind of screwed here. We're just going to try to kill this guy real quick.
You were screwed.
No, we're not going to be able to. I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm dead. You can already see that the Reapers are, I think they're already starting to have like their bubble, their protective bubble and stuff, so I wasn't able to really hit through. You know, you can see my damage sucks. Let me go with, we're losing now. Let's sleep. Let's get out of here. We need to get out of here. Hell. Sworn.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
I'm just bouncing around the battleground. I just don't hit hard enough to really kill anybody right now. You've got Witch Hunter, Knight of Azeroth. I mean, we're surprisingly, we actually are still, look at that, we're still doing some damage. Which surprises me, because I'm not really trying, I'm like focusing more on like healing my teammates and kind of just annoying the enemy than I am trying to kill people. You see that was a pretty good eviscerate there. Finisher, we did 387 damage, which is not bad. We're gonna dot this guy up. I'm just gonna rot him down. Okay, let's charge somebody here. The hell? Let's charge this dude. Finisher, boom. We didn't get the finisher off, kinda sucks. Kill him. Let's it's funny because we were actually winning this map like pretty handily in the beginning, and then we got stuck fighting on just one particular area, and it fucked everything up.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Nothing I can do there. We've moved up to number 2 on healing. Interesting. I like, oh, I got a killing blow on somebody. I must have rotted him pretty good. They were still taking damage. I really like the fact that I really feel like this class has some really good outplay potential. I think there's a much higher skill ceiling on this class than there was on the Gladiator. You know, there's a lot of tactics, and there's a lot of things going on with this class that I think you can really kind of dig into and to kind of do, you know, to have some outplay potential against certain classes. It's going to be and it's more in Battlegrounds than in like 1v1. In 1v1 you don't have that opportunity, but because of the way the mechanics work. Okay, well he just fucking died. Oh well, that sucks. I'll heal myself. Stun. Just gonna dot this guy up. Dot this guy up. Come on, dot him up. Gonna go for the finisher. Okay, we're gonna run away a little bit.
You were screwed.
Charge this guy to heal him. We're gonna charge him again. We're gonna cleave. Dot. No, I got fucking.
You were screwed.
I got nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. Nope, got nothing. I didn't have any stun or anything. Didn't have my ring, didn't have my stun. Yeah. That's the thing that sucks, is if you don't see those stealthers, it's easy to blow a lot of your abilities, and then you're really helpless if a stealther opens up on you. You don't really have a lot of defenses. You don't have a lot of ways to get away either. You know, there's no like self-peel run away type mechanic, which the Gladiator has. The Gladiator has a really good charge, a really good sprint, which makes you immune to roots and slows. So it's really easy on the Gladiator to just say, you know, I'm bugging out of here and sprint and take off. Well, but you don't have that on the Templar. Not yet, anyway. I don't know if you ever will have it. I hope they get something, you know, some sort of a movement-based ability. All right, so we're just gonna dot this guy up again. He's just gonna do his stupid thing and run away because he's a chump. He's coming back.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
I really like the charging your own players to heal yourself and your friendly players. Really powerful, actually.
You were screwed.
I see that. Fortunately, my charge is on cooldown, so I'm dead. Oh, nope, we got a charge there. We got lucky, we got one charge that came up that healed us. Kept us alive for a little bit. We pulled 10,000 healing at level 24. It took my gladiator a long time to pull that much healing. To pull 10,000 healing in a battleground, so that's pretty crazy. Nah, that sucks. Kinda wanted to heal them.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm dead. This is my whole team. All my teammates are dead. Yeah, so 10,000 healing is pretty impressive. Damage done. Even damage done, it's not too bad. We did some damage at least. But we still got a long way to go. We did pick up a talent point. Increase the duration of your oath chain. It's interesting because here's increase the duration, and then over here you've got increase the duration. So you've got, I'm not sure like if we, I'm not sure how pivotal that's going to be. Like how good will it be to increase the length of the oath chain? Now, the oath chain I believe is about 15 seconds. Let's go hit a target dummy and see if we can figure it out real quick.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in reach.
So we go in. Usually I do this ability, right? This one. And then a couple dots. And you can see my oath chain has only got 10 seconds. So I definitely think 10 seconds is, that expires pretty quick. And there's our finisher, which consumes. Now if we get here and we do that, our chastise. So I think, so I definitely think increasing the duration of the oath chain is going to be useful. Also, I think we go to our core DPS. I think I'm going to move this up here. And but let's just reduce it in size quite a bit. In fact, all of these should really be reduced in size. They definitely don't need to be this big.
Your words echo when the world goes silent. Even when the night feels violent. Corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can't control. It's alive, running through my soul. I'm breaking.
So this here is upheaval. This is my finisher. So if I go up and hit a target, if I hit a dummy, right? This means that I have stacks of oaths. This means I have oaths, right? And you can see it shows the cooldown when they're going to drop off. So I don't really watch this a lot, but you want to make sure that you don't waste your oaths, right? So you can do a finisher, and that consumes them. You can also use it to heal yourself, right? So you can heal yourself, and that consumes them. So however you want to, whether you need the actual tracker to see that or not is kind of up in the air, but still in combat. Okay, so we've got the oath tracker and we've got upheaval. Let's take this, we're just going to move this up here. This is where I love having a night elf, because I can just shadow meld to reset combat when I'm doing this stuff. But, yeah, I'm just trying to keep this. I'm trying to put this in a place where it's easy to see that my finisher is usable. Let's go core DPS. Let's just move this up a little bit. Also, Righteous Lunge, Blade of Faith. And then our upheaval. Okay. So annoying. Are you ever gonna drop out of combat? Thank you. This one. And the Oath Tracker. Now the Oath Tracker I have isn't showing the amount of stacks. What is this? Use to damage your next righteous upheaval. Here, we're gonna do this the easy way. This thing will ever. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're actually just going to go to load. Just trying to make this clear that this is our finisher. These are our core. This is the finisher, And then the only other thing we need to track is basically our oath tracker. Let's just move that up here. Let's see if this works out okay. Actually, I got an idea. Let's move the oath tracker just like right above this. So it'll just be like a plus sign. I'm trying to make it so that my eye can visually just kind of glance when I need to. A lot of these weak ores don't necessarily need to be there. They're more like training. When I do weak ores at the beginning of a new character creation, I do them in a way that it's training my brain to think about the rotations and think about the cooldowns. And once I kind of train my brain with each class, like how the class plays out and how it works and what abilities need to be played in what order, then eventually I can kind of start taking away the weak ores because I get to the point where I don't need to see them anymore. And so, but initially we'll have a lot of them, and eventually, like I said, we'll get to a point where we just don't even see them as much. So we go to core DPS, and let's go to this one, which is going to be Oath Tracker. This one. So we go here. Not sure why it's not letting me move it to the left a little. I kind of fucked around with those weak ores. I don't know. we'll constantly be messing around with those. So we got another talent point. We are currently level 25, 24. Oh, we also have, I'm sure we have some skills to learn. Weaver of Consecration, causing damage boost to deal additional damage to your target and 2 nearby enemies. What is this? Read from your Weaver of Consecration, causing... Okay, we already have that. It's just, this is just a higher rank. Wait a minute. Read from your Weaver of Consecration, causing damage boost to deal... Do we have? I think I have that key bound and macroed into some skill. Or maybe not. I would think I would have put it into this one, but it's not in this one. So I don't even think we've been using this. Now we do have it here. Let me test this and make sure that this is actually triggering. Yeah, I'm sure it is, but... we may want to change where it's macroed in. Yeah, you can see. So now we're hitting multiple targets. So lever, that's really powerful. And it's a 3-minute cooldown. So we probably don't want to macro this into our skill because we're going to lose a lot of DPS. So what we want to do is we want to put this into, let's put it here. We're going to do it manually because it'll make us a lot, our DPS will be much better if we're manually setting that up. And then we've got Shackle an undead or demon enemy, banishing them, and that's interesting. That might be useful. Holy Cleave is good. Shackle the unrepentant. Ugh. Shackle the repentant. I think that's right. This is going to be here. It's not spelled rightly. Not spelled right. Shackle the unrepentant. Did I spell that right, didn't I? It's a macro. Unrepen. Oh, it's A-N-T, not E-N-T. Okay, this is going to go here. Okay, quick key binding, and boom. All right. Okay, so talent point. Increase the duration of your oath chain by 5 seconds. I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty good. And it's apparently, oh, and there's this one. Meditate. No, I don't like that one. Let's do this one. Let's try one more battleground. This is a shitty battleground to try, but... No, well, hey. Nothing like getting in a battleground and and losing instantly. That's a weapon. There's no upgrades. Let's try it again. Try it again. Same one, unfortunately. Nobody's even grabbing the orbs. That's the funny part.
You were screwed.
Yep, I'm totally screwed. This is not a good battleground for my character. I'm dead. Yeah, we ain't doing shit this battleground. Just again, you don't have enough survivability currently. There's just too little. Don't know what's gonna happen talent wise. We're gonna get more. I'll have to look at the talent trees to, later and see, if there's something we can do to improve the survivability.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Time to love. Wake up. Don't let the dark pull us under. I will find you.
You were screwed.
Hey, I'm #1 heals on my team. No, actually, I wasn't. I was way down here. All right, well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. It's like I think we're just slogging through levels where this class isn't very good at. Like I don't think the Templar is very good at level 24. You know what I mean, in battlegrounds. Like we'll have to wait and see what happens as we level up. But I do know Templar at level 60 is pretty good. I still don't think it's going to be, one of the better 1v1 tier, 1v1 classes, but for PvP. But I think for battlegrounds, I think it'll be pretty strong. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace out. Hope everybody's having a good one, and I'll see you next time, man.